Okay, to add a new rental, first click New Rental. The rental detail screen will pop up, which looks like this. First thing you want to do is enter a rental number. This will auto-increment from the database. Next is rental status. Now, initially it's set to quote. Once the rental is confirmed with the client, you can set it to reserved. When the equipment is out, you would change it to active, and then, of course, when everything's checked in, you can set to close. And also, you can set it to cancel, just in case you want to keep record of rentals that were canceled for some reason. Right now, I'll just leave it as quote. One thing to note that is, even though the rental is in a quote state, the equipment is still removed from your inventory when it is booked for a rental. That is just to avoid any possible conflicts. Next, of course, is the date and times for the rental. So let's say we're going to schedule something for next Saturday, starting at 8 o'clock, and let's say it goes till same day, 6 o'clock in the evening. Then you want to select the client from the drop down. Let's go with M2 software. The date booked is, of course, the current date, or the date that this rental was entered. If you need to enter an additional event date times, you do it here. Let's say we want to add the setup time. Let's say setup will occur on that day at, let's say, 9 o'clock. And that will be stored there. You can have up to 10 different event times. Next, you want to enter in a event name. Let's say it's staff party. Then the event address. You can either select from a venue if you have a list of venues in the system. If you're using the same location again, it might be helpful just to use a venue, or you can just enter in any address or copy the address from the client information, like that. Then we go to equipment. So first thing we want to do is specify what kind of rate category we're going to charge these people. Let's say we're going to charge day and just pay 1 day. Then to book items, just basically select the item, click book. You can also use a barcode scanner if your items are barcodes. So you can do that. You just go here and then scan the code. Yes, yes, and that will book the item also had some accessories, so that was all booked together. That's why it all came up there. And once you have the equipment booked, just click apply, click total. That tells you the total, and then you can also add add the GST in there. Total, that'll tell you the GST. And that's all your items are now booked. Now, one thing you can do is if you have a rental that has multiple rooms or maybe multiple booths and you want to separate that equipment out, you can create packs. So let's say we have like room 1. Okay, and then right now there's no equipment in that room, but we go back here, select the item, and you can change it to 1. Okay, and then that equipment will be can be saved to that room or that location, and you can do that with all your items. I click here to show all the items, and if it just wants to see what's in that room, I can just click on that room, and I'll filter and just show me what's in that room. This could apply to booths or even containers, or however you've organized your equipment. Next, you may want to enter an employee schedule. If you want to schedule a delivery, just basically select the employee, specify the time. Let's say we're just for an hour that morning, or 2 hours. Okay, and then they'll appear in the employee schedule list. This is the charge list. So if you want to add additional charges or non-equipment charges, that you can do it here, or you can also add the charges. Let's say we want to add a discount to the karaoke player. Just click on that, click modify. Let's put a discount in there, 25%, and that'll be calculated in there. If you want to, on the right here, this is basically like your menu or your previously entered charge items. If you have like a standard rate for like a delivery or setup or labor, so let's say we have the standard rate of $50 for delivery, just click that, click the arrow to add it. That'll automatically add that, including the taxes, and then that'll add it onto our charge list. uh, kits. This is where you, if you have any kits in the database that you've already assembled, they'd be listed here, and you can just basically book those for the rental. Reports. If you have if an item is lost or damaged, you want to create a report of that. You would do that here. Basically, just go back to your equipment, select an item. Let's say the character player. Click edit. I'm sorry. Click create report. Let's say it was damaged at a cost of $10, whatever, and then that report would be listed there and saved in the database, and that will stay with the equipment history. The notes field is just basically text for whatever you need. You can also attach files to a rental, so if you have a maps or images or anything you want to attach with this rental, you can just basically upload a file and save it with this rental record. This is really useful if you have employees that are using the program that are on the road using a remote database. Then all the files associated with a particular rental will be in one place, which utilizes the whole cloud computing concept. You also have client contact records, so if you wanted to just create a record that you've contacted the client, you could do that here and just say you've completed these contacted by just say you've sent the quote, and that will save that'll save a record that you've contacted this client. Or you can also schedule future contacts, and everyone can know that you've actually you've had some communication with this client, just to make sure the show is confirmed or cancelled or whatnot. You can also track expenses. If you need to purchase stuff or damages or whatnot, you can record that here and see your profit for the show. Once that is all done, you can print it up, which will look something like this, and all the information is listed here. You could also email it. Basically, you click email, select your email template. You can have as many as you want. Okay, and that'll copy the text for the email into your clipboard and basically just paste it into whatever email program you're using, and that you can just send that off right away to the client, and they have their quote right away. So once that is done, just click save, and there's our rental currently in the system. Click here to see all the information, charges, play schedules, and all the items. I've got the calendar. That should be right there, and that's how you enter a rental.